They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double-team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback extends the play. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Morgan. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret that he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Off-play action. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Orji. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Dances away again. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. From the gun, looking for a man. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Michigan 6, Miami 0.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside kick this thing and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. And that's exactly what they did. They go out, they execute, they have it, and they're trying to add insult to injury.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Michigan 6, Miami 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Got it!
Gain of 26.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Orji. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 0.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They want to throw it. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
Is successful and makes the score Michigan 14, Miami 0.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to...
Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cade.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Orji. Trying to get to him. He's going to run it. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Feeling some heat. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 8.
He'll try to tack on one more. Here's the snap. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He is stopped short, and the fake will not work as he almost nudged his way in. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. They're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, Taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Kick it away to start.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He'll pull it down and run.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're trying to get to him. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Tide! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. Pulls it in on the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching. catching it.
Number 12.
Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To the air, it's Milroe. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive. Good
timing on the quick out. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Wants to throw on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Fires on the move. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
First down, Alabama. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the air, it's Milroe. Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable. But you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll go to the air. The throw. In the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Moves away as he feels pressure. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. A first down for the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Wants to pass it. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Touch pass on the run. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying.
And that pass is intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, he'll force it, tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Forced out of the pocket. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able...
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack.
Timeout, Alabama.
Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Alabama!
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the tee.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. So they only had to move the ball 30 yards on the drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power football with the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Steps away. He turns it loose to the left. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll throw it on first down. Dances away. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just like the end of the game, the first half can finish up with a defensive penalty, so there will be one more untimed down. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half.
With the score, Alabama 30, Colorado 7.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 12.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw at Sanders. Might be looking to run. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Alabama 30, Colorado 13.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 20, he's got space. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. On the run, fires downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find.
He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in on the right. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has him set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll let one go down the right side. Touchdown time! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to scramble. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Horn. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits and makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure You're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to scramble. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
He doesn't need anything. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
Let's go.
From the gun. Steps away to find some room. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they tack on a little more to this big lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Moving away from pressure. He'll throw one to his right. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 46, Colorado 13.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Alabama.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Gets rid of it. Working the middle, it's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
It's caught. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Dances away from the heat. Release to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
That keeps the score Alabama.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
13.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. He's looking to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game tonight.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
This offense has a second down play.
Get set.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Buys a little time. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field. But if nothing's open, boom. I take it and easily get a first down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looking for a block. It's Horn. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed. And he's thrown another interception. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Offense set on 1st down.
Social. White 29. Indy.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds space on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
Get ready. Set.
He's looking to throw. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Now, 4th down.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Allard. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Henderson. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get 1st downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Alabama pushing the tempo. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Slings it downfield. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
They're bringing heat, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being hit.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Milroe. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He's got it. And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab over the middle. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
first quarter. With the score, Alabama 6, Penn State 0.
A new set of downs after the completion. They'll run it on the counter. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Allard. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
To the ground with the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Warren. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me 1 too.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Quick completion on the out. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He'll throw it. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Oh, he's He's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He wants to go deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to look for a man on third and short. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking deep down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Nittany Lions will move it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback adapted. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really good bad.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Extending the play. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got...
Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gives it to the back on the draw. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Finds his man. It's Williams. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up 1st and goal.
And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. The back goes in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Looking for an open area to his left. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
First down to start the drive after the break. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job of getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. Hard running there. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Aller. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. They'll leave it with him. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for space. It's Singleton. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. The offense lining up for a first down play. He leaves it with his back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, But down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Motion from the offense. They'll run play action. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew...
The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Warren. Moves around to clear up the vision. Lets it fly. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They give it to him again. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They go to the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. Back to throw. It's Gabriel. Pocket. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Michigan! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6. And
the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, what a good job by the pass rush, getting to the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You've got to get quarterback hits.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
How about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field, big-time play, big-time throw, receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house, huge play for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem.
14, Oregon, 7.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable. Here
he goes breaking the pocket. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. To the air, it's Orji. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Now sliding to his left. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it on the outside. It's Morris. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Looking for space. It's Edwards. Plows through the defense. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone.
Like 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They'll try the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit pressure on the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On fourth down, going to the air. Using his feet to buy time. He'll let it go down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target and tight end running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This running back just doesn't go down.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent, establish the run game early on offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The give to the single back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's looking on the right side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards.
Touchdown time! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's going for a big play downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone, he's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll try to snap it quickly.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He'll pull it down and run. Pulled down for the tackle.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They want to run this quarterback. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Boise State 0.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Going to the running game. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. The give to the tailback. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. The aerial assault continues. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Broncos looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Wants to throw. It's Milroe.
Slides away. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
They finally get him, RD. Goodness gracious, you could see the quarterback broke not one, 2 tackles. He scrambles outside the pocket. What do you have to do? Just keep chasing, right? Relentless effort. Finally get the QB outside the pocket and get him on the ground.
And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Boise State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he makes the extra point.
Boise State, 7.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And your Alabama first and 10 will take over. First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse,
Afterburners coming. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Broncos! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
and that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up the ball, David.
Yeah, the boomer-bust offense is not good. Like, you have to take care of the football. It's a premium to take care of the football. Every time you've taken care of it, Palmer, you've driven down the field and had successful drives.
I didn't have this on my bingo card, I'll be honest. Turning the ball over this much and still having the lead, but their defense and special teams have done their part. Offensively now, just do your job, and you're probably pulling away in this one.
Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Takes the handoff. It's Ncaa. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No room for return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. They want that clock to run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll run it from the gun. Alabama will get the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Hand off from the shotgun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances, they are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Boise State ready to send out that offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
He had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Unleashes one deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Broncos.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Little touch pass to the receiver. He'll get into the end zone and the two-pointer is successful. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faurot Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Fair catch, called for and made. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Keeps the legs moving. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. He'll get rid of it. Got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig right there. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Finds his man. It's Tootin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Tootin. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Drones. Starts to scramble to the left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Manning. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He's going to go for a big one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Hines is man enough for the first. The expressway is wide open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Drones. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Sails one into the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Complete downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll line up for a second down play. They want to just keep throwing it. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Missouri!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Drones. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return, it's Burton. And the returner will be knocked down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with that. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Tackled immediately after the catch. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass, it's Cook. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.